G'day guys, Josh here from Travelling Campers, and today we're going to be installing the brand new digital instrument cluster for the Y62 Patrol from the guys at Carabota. Alright, I'm actually extremely excited about this. If you know us well, we absolutely love our Patrol, but to be honest, when we first did buy it, there was a couple of things we weren't too sure about, and it was all in the interior. If you are a Patrol owner, the number one thing is you're either going to not mind the wood grain or you're going to absolutely hate it. We actually don't mind it now. Once it's polished up, it actually looks quite nice. We've kind of over that now. The entertainment system in the middle, no Apple CarPlay. Looks like there's been no updates on that for bloody 20 years. It's just not the most. All the buttons and all that sort of look old. We've seen some new systems out there, replacement models. Some absolutely crap. Some look half okay. So there's a couple of options there. The third one being the instrument cluster. It's all old analog, no digital speedo. We always like having something nice to look at in front of us. We did sort of get over it a little bit as you drive on, but I've been keeping my eye out, and then the guys from Carabota, we've seen these pop up. Had a couple of guys with the LC200 kits and all that. They've only had good things to say about it, so I'm extremely excited to pop this in. Alright, so what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing a step-by-step install. All the instructions seem pretty straightforward. The guys have told me it should be about a 10 to 15 minute job, so I'm not the best at doing this sort of stuff, so we're going to put that to the test. So before we get into that, let's have a quick peek in the box. Alrighty, let's pop her open here. Alright, so we've got our instructions on top here, which is going to come in very handy. The guys will also email you a PDF format if you want that as well. We have our cables here this is actually to transfer the information from the standard cluster into the new one. A USB cable here, which you don't want to worry about this one too much. These systems come with all the latest updates on it. You can get, as updates are available, you can put them on USB format and do an upgrade. The guys have told me it is in the instructions that you need to do an upgrade. Don't worry about that for now. I've been assured that they come fully with the latest and greatest technology in them. There's going to be an emailing list out there for when there is updates available. It'll be emailed out to you, and we can chuck it in from there. All right, so that's pretty much all it comes with. And then, of course, underneath, we've got the goods. It's a little bit hard with one handy. I'm bloody flying solo today. Let's give you a little peek there. Look at that. All right, let's pull it out. All right, here it is. It doesn't look too special at the moment because obviously it's all digital, so there's nothing you can see there until she's turned on, but I'm extremely excited to get this thing going. All right, let's just do it. All right, enough of this stuffing around. Let's start pulling some shit apart. All right, step one, we just need to lower the steering wheel down a little bit there to give us a bit more room here when pulling the cluster out. Next step is to pull the cover off. Now, you just need to give it a good old yanking. So, there's not much finger room in here, but there you go, just like that. Get on the other side here. Come on, baby. There we go. One more down the bottom. There we go. And the next thing we need to do is just unplug all the wires from the harnesses in the rear. Just thought I'd note, all the cables that do come out, they are all different shapes and sizes. So I'd usually recommend to take a photo before you start pulling stuff apart, but they're all different shapes, so it's going to be quite easy to put back in, so don't stress about that too much. All the cords come out nicely. That is that off there. The only one, just a little brown one here. It's a little bit tricky to get your finger on there, but all you just got to do is just, same the others, all got little clippers on the bottom there, just a bit of pressure on there, the old lovely fingernails, and they'll all pop out. All right, next step is we've got to undo these 4 screws here and pull the cluster out. All right, we've undone the 4 screws. Now this should just simply come out like that. So I've got a harness here. Oh, you big fat fingers. That's unplugged, and I think that is it. Should be the best way to get this out. Trying to scratch too much stuff. There we go, all removed. All right, now it's time to sync all the information from the old cluster onto the new digital. All right, now it's time to sync the data from the old cluster onto the new one. So we will need to start the car for this. So what we've done is we had to pull this off before. We've just connected the key fob back up there, and we've just got that hanging, so we'll be able to start it. So what we need to do, now's the time to get your little sync cable out that comes with it. This is gonna go into the main, other way. to the main dash there. And then one of these, we plug it into the Y-Pro first. And then we start the car. Oh, look at that. Oh, blinkers on, wipers are on. Alrighty. Oh, stop it. Alright, we're powered up to the car, plugged it in, as you said, it looks amazing. Alright, so now we're going to plug the other one into the original cluster, and it should just start syncing by itself. There we go. Alright, so it's all synced up. All that information from the old cluster is now onto the new one. It was very quick, as you've seen. I'll give you a quick little look here. It's in off-road mode here. Look at this, we've got our roll, so you can see when we're about to roll her. Then our pitch when we're going forwards and up some hills. With the degrees there, that's pretty cool. Alright, so the next step now, all we've got to do, we flick the car off now. We've just got to unplug all this. Our new cluster is going to go straight in, put our four bolts in, put the cover back on, clip everything, but the way it was, so just reversing the process. So we'll show a little bit, but it should be quite simple. But if we come across anything along the way, we'll pull it up. Let's get this thing back in, and then once it's fully in, we'll have a play around because we're about to use all the settings. We need the cover on to do that. We'll play around, see what it's like, and we'll check it out. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, so it looks like we've got a couple of different modes here, and we can use our original little buttons up here on the instrument cover to flick through. So you've got your Nismo mode. I actually really like that one. Oh, that's very nice too. There's that second mode here. Look at that, it's got our PSI up in the corner there as well. You can flick through there. Time, date, so we've got a set. Instant fuel, average speed, drive time, distance. Back to your PSI. Got your digital display in the middle, your digital speedo, all your different modes down the bottom there. What gear you're in for 4 high, 4 low. We've got one more mode. Off-road mode. Just a little bit of a disclaimer there by the looks. Should go away. Yep. And yeah, this is for off-road. You've got your roll, your pitch, as we were looking at before. Again, digital speedo, that at the bottom, the RPMs. Can we flick through and we'll go back to the Nismo. Oh, I think I really like this one. Can we flick through again? So to the right there, you got your PSI, date and time, instant fuel, speedo, all that. We'll have to flick through and have a bit of a look at the settings, see what else we can play with here. But so looking at the settings, so you hold down this button here for about 3-ish seconds. Bring up some settings there. You got an overspeed alert setting. We don't want to have that on there, but timer alert, airbag alert, seatbelt alerts, tire alerts, main seat settings, automatic headlights. Calibrate the compass, fuel things there. This is where we can change the time and date. This is where you look at your system upgrades. So yes, this one was in July 13th, 2020, so she's nice and up to date. Your info, disclaimer. Your maintenance, you can set a little reminder of kilometers when you want to do your oil filter, air filter. That's pretty cool. Power steering oil, so you can set your kilometers for that, which is awesome. Brake fluid, transmission, spark plugs, gas filter, oil, and all your filters. And that's it. We'll have to have a bit of a playthrough there and set it all up, but that's pretty much. It's going to hold this to go back. That's pretty much it. It's just bloody beautiful. It's so nice to have a digital digital speedo in the middle there. I'm stoked with that. It's just beautiful. The display, again, the camera's not going to do this thing justice, but this display of the whole thing is bloody beautiful. It's just changed the whole inside side of the car there. I'm absolutely stoked with this. Alrighty, I've headed off a bit of a drive. First thing I noticed is once you start moving, the little car on the screen there starts rolling along with you, which is pretty cool. And also once you turn the lights on, the lights come on the car there, which is sweet. Also flicking between your sand mode, snow, rock. The little picture changes up there, which is awesome. Also for the guys out there for Series 5, these will fit in a Series 5, and I've also heard there's an upgrade which you can get the Series 5 little car on the screen there, which is pretty cool. Yeah, again, this thing won't do it justice with how clear this display is on here. It's just absolutely top-notch quality. You can flick across to your modes here. This is your off-road mode. So once you, I don't know if you guys see that, once you turn the wheels, it shows you on there. It also gives you your roll and your pitch. So I don't know how much I like that feature, because I'll probably, when I'm out on the tracks being a bloody little girl and think I'm going to roll, it's probably going to be on like 10 degrees or something like that. But no, that is a handy feature there, and it seems to be spot on. So all your other little gauges there, obviously all your driving that in the middle, fuel consumption, the compass. Flip across the Nismo mode. I really like this setup. Really like this one. I'm torn between the Nismo one and the other little Patrol one there. But yeah, all the features, everything seems to be working spot on. The only thing I noticed before, when we did turn on once there, the little oil temperature gauge and the fuel light took maybe 10-15 seconds to light up. So I wouldn't say it's an issue, but that's the only little thing I noticed. But it did come back on. So flicking back to other mode here, again, it shows all your instant fuel, average speed, drive time, all that on screen there. Your tire pressures, which usually you'd have to get it up on the center screen here. So it's really handy to have that up on the main dash there. This thing, it's changed the whole look of the inside of the car. I need to get a new bloody entertainment system in the middle now to match it. It's making it look a bit more outdated. All right, guys, well, there you have it. The install is done. The instructions are spot on. It's very simple. Again, a little tip, don't worry about doing the upgrade. That's sort of in the first little bit of the instructions. It says you need to plug your USB in and upgrade the system. Forget that stage. That did confuse me a bit from the start as well. Don't worry about that. It's up to date. You'll be contacted if there's an update for these things down the track. First impression, you've seen it as we went. We turned it on. The first time we turned it on was when you've seen it. We've taken it for a bit of a spin. Everything works as is. All the information that was from the other clusters, all on there, all accurate. The speeder, and having the digital speeder, it's spot on with the standard instrument cluster, which is a bit of a problem with the Patrols that come out. Well, it's not really a problem. Most cars are like it. They're about 9 Ks out when you sit at 100 Ks, about 9 Ks out of sync. So if you want to fix that, you can put 35s on it, which brings it down to about 2-3 Ks out. Or get one of these. We'd use that little GPS app before, and 100 Ks, spot on. So yeah, it's top notch. I couldn't be happy with it. I haven't seen any others out there like this. And look, these things sort of are pricey, but we're going to give this thing a run for a good month or two. But no issues have come up straight up. I was expecting like a sensor or something to not sync up properly, but no dramas. Literally just synced it, 10 seconds, bang, installed, done. So absolutely stoked with it. If you'd like to get some more information, we have a direct email, info@warriorshop.com.au. Say you're talking to Josh from Travelling Campers. His name is Josh, so write attention Josh onto the email. We actually do have a little bit of a discount code as well, so I'll pop that into the description below there. Thanks for watching. I hope that made it nice and simple for you. If you do get one for yourself and have a bit of trouble installing, you can come on and watch the video. If I did miss anything or you do have some troubles, pop a comment below or reach out to us on any of our socials on the Instagram or Facebook at travelling.campers on both of them. And yeah, ask us any questions. If you got a concern or whatever, we'll reach out for you. Yeah, so Patrol owners, LC200 Land Cruiser, FJ Cruisers and Jeeps as well, you can get these. I'll have to check to see what's getting in the pipeline for any others. Hopefully we can get some dual cab utes or something be able to get these clusters from. But if you own any of them, these are few, highly recommend it. All right guys, I'm gonna pack her up and get out of here. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk soon.